What's up, Twitcherinos, or Twitcheroonies, or whatever we're calling you today? This is Zor, and it's part 2 of this special edition Friday playing underground games. That's right, real underground gaming. We've gone beyond indie, because we're not even indie yet. Indie has a new term, just like when alternative music took its own turn and was then still mass produced. This is true alternative gaming, but alternative now means alternative as far as lifestyle. So we are underground. This is underground gaming, and today we've been playing Rail Slave Games' NPPD Rush, The Milk of Ultraviolet. I'm currently at 382, so if you can get under 500, man, I'll find something to send you. First person to break under 500. Just jamming some of Dylan Barry's music here for the album he released, but we're about to get on Uriel's Chasm here, which just got unlocked on Steam. But yeah, underground gaming today. So let's just hope this loads and everything. Looks like I am fizzling out here. Let me change my... Oh no, the man behind the screen. How dare you see it? See, we're losing. Different times of the day. I took a nap waiting for the game to unlock, and so did the camera, I guess, and it's still waking up, and it's not necessarily white balanced or anything like that, and my diffuse lighting is reflecting off a wall. High quality broadcast right here, folks. It's like I said, we're underground. Anyway, let me go ahead and send this shiz out on Twitter. Tweet yo peeps. Go ahead and tweet yo peeps, because we've gone live, baby. If you're watching this on video on demand on the past broadcasts on Twitch, or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can find us over on twitch.tv/GeeksAndDorks. You can find us on Twitter at GeeksAndDorks. You can find us on YouTube at GeeksAndDorks. Just about everywhere but our own website, because we're between hosts, so our website itself is down. So underground, our website's down. It's under the ground. Alright, let's get off of social media here. There's been some wonderful things going on the forum.
Hi, it's us again, Shovelware Queens. So, we found this old game. We vaguely remember playing it in the 90s. It sucked. I'm not even sure how we got it, but I remember a joke we made about coming down from space on an asteroid.
It's not loading, it's actually loading. Can actually shift the game over here a little bit. Press Z. This is got religious tones to it. You're going on a journey, and we'll see what type of journey we take. It's part Bible adventure, it said, and as far as like the old NES Bible games, it is supposedly something that was found. That's what that opening video was, you know, part Blair Witch Project or The Ring. So it's got the look that I'm looking for. It's got the sound I'm looking for. It's got a title screen. Still getting all my contacts and everything set up here. Turn it down a little bit on your end again, and up on this end. All right. One thing reminds me of something from like either Dot Hack or I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. The scan line and the green look that the last picture had in this makes me feel like Flashback or Another World / Out of This World or something. So B, C, and D. B and D. Make sure we're not getting hit by an asteroid. And there's a radar. Interesting. Whoa! This is all keyboard based. Faith at 100. Now this is more like Zone 66. I keep relating this developer to the one demo team that was making games for Epic before they became, you know, before they made Unreal and everything. Oh, other ships come out. We are losing faith. No, faith is health. DMT is for the laser. Your faith has to grow higher than the garden. And fuel burns as we move. And I don't have my chat. Where is my chat? There it is. Hello, chat. At least you don't lose anything by sitting around. Whoa! That must be the garden. There's the Bible. Which is increasing my faith over time, so I guess as... Oh, there's a timer for it to be spoken? I see a bee. I'm spending all of my... everything gets destroyed when it hits the edges of the outerverse. So engaging things on the outerverse is not necessarily the brightest play. I wonder if we can use those ships to mine, like if they blow stuff up. Whoa! That's that stuff you gotta blow up, but does yield. Or maybe it doesn't blow up. It's the D, the dimethyl. I like it. It's like a space heartbeat. This reminds me of kind of that Tetris music for Commodore 64. I like the fade effect on the background there, how everything's pulled into the center. Like we're on the event horizon. We said we were on the edge of the galaxy. Maybe that's everything moving out. Out of fuel. Cherubim, but they will drop fuel on destruction. That's those ships, I guess. So we should have been collecting the big spinny fly things, because that's... these things drop fuel. And it says beware this thing, but problem is it's pointing me outside because I killed it, I guess. Got more laser. Bible verse went flying. Another one. I didn't get it. It hit the edge. It hit the edge. Got that one. If my controller's not hooked up. What are all those? Are all those old? It's like, this is more like the Master of Monsters song. How it almost sounds like there's a heartbeat in the darkness. Master of Monsters for Commodore 64 had this wonderful soundtrack. There's more laser. We need more fuel here eventually. Our faith is rising, but so is the... that was more laser fuel. Bible verse, good faith is on the rise. Oh, garden. Can I just go through you? Yeah, you just dropped my faith a lot, but... ooh. It's like you're finding fragments that are almost like... not necessarily verses per se, although it's represented as verses in this game. It's more like you're finding artifacts that then are boosting your faith because you're out here at the edge of the galaxy mining for these things to keep you alive. And then you come across things that are reminding you of things and are, I mean, you've been asleep 8 years and you come out here and find something almost completely unbelievable. Ah, that was the edge of the... It's like your faith is just as important as your survival, and if you have no fuel, it's not like you can get anywhere. Which I'm running out of. I can't find any ships, or I'm gonna have to move less until I find one. Look for the best destruction path here soon. I mean, it's feeding us bees on the radar, but maybe we'll sit here and try to let the faith gain. Maybe we'll run through, we'll keep enough fuel but be able to gain the faith slowly as stuff drifts back our way, maybe. That's laser. Here's a biggie. Oh, and some faith. Let's let the faith build up. Our faith should build up now. We got two books, or two, I'm gonna call them artifacts. I like to call them artifacts. I think it, so once we get higher than garden here, let's go see what we do. Your faith must, okay, reset us. Chasm, they're calling it.
Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, who hath blessed us with all spiritual blessings in heavenly places in Christ, having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Jesus Christ to himself, to the praise of the glory of his grace, wherein he hath made us accepted in the beloved, in whom we have redemption through his
Oh, you got 3 lives in here inside the chasm, or chasm as they say. And you can lose half a life by impacting on things. That's kind of weird. The rocket, it's like you shot this kind of really flat rocket into the chasm to propel yourself. But that's the way, that's her insertion method. Like, you know, in the first Metal Gear, he was on that submarine thing, or a torpedo inside a torpedo. I wonder how many total lives, or if we can keep restarting from this. This feels like, it was that game Way Forward made, what's it called? Sigma Star Story? Except there's the overworld's a top-down shooter rather than a... That one was kind of a pseudo adventure RPG. Not really pseudo, it kind of was. It was just every time you got into these random battles, you were in the ship. I keep hitting impacts and then I keep hitting the bullets. What are you? You have like, you look like the Opa Opa with like some Nikes on or something. I'm 1 hit away from 0 hits away because I ran into the ground. And walking Opa Opa, I couldn't even tell if I was damaging it because I didn't kill it the first time. Damn, I ran into every one of those bullets. I'll leave it to Real Slave Game to give you something difficult. Difficult, and the impact zones kind of, you know, you're not... You feel like you're being slick and then you get hit anyway. But it's kind of the love, because since you're not impeded either by being hit, you can kind of roll with it. But if you do it wrong... See, none of these seem to be stopping. He might be invincible. Invulnerable to attacks. But yeah, see, there's no real reaction to the impacts, but that's true on your side too. So in MPPD Rush, you can use that to your advantage as long as you don't linger too long. And I think the same is true in this one, but I mean, when you linger even a second in this, it's like, I'm gonna hit you 6 times. But it's a learning curve. Those look like some Super Nintendo glows. See, every time I come down here to try to get on the level to shoot, I'm hitting that ground. I'm doing the most damage to myself through bad decision making. Ah, like that. Like that. Just like that. I like that drum. Woo! Alright, they only get 1 shot and then they're on a curve towards where you're going. This guy's a 6 and then out, and then these guys... And everyone only gets 1 attack run as they get into range. 2... See, I'm too far low. Damn, Opa, Opa, get away. Some... These again, damn it. I'm gonna die. see it coming before it happens, because I'm hitting that second phase in this stage where the enemies come back. You know, it always happens. You have to plan ahead and know it's coming. See, we're running into crap. Stay down there. You can keep them at bay. These things you really have to keep off you. Like the cross she's got on her chest. The little red cross. This should be a boss. H.R. Gigerstein here. I like how it's like an old wizened man, because any sort of space thing, if it was partially humanoid and had that level of intelligence, would be ancient. Ooh.
Dig me ears through this flesh so numb. Sword of living water, carve a ladder to the stars above. I'm on my knees in corrupted blood. Nephilim rise out of the mud and sing their fallen song.
That doesn't sound good.
But Jesus bottles my tears. Beyond me is the garden you have dreamed. You will find your friends there, hanging.
That also doesn't sound good.
Okay, that was random. You just got up and walked on. I think she's kind of ignored.
I like how there's more Sega CD video.
Okay, I don't know who made this game, but they upset my friend. I went to church and my God was good. It doesn't make sense that you want everyone to die. This life is too precious. Like, he's really upset, guys.
What's wrong with Leah? Huh?
What game?
Well, that?
Yeah.
Well, what's wrong?
Just-
Looks rubbish, doesn't
It
it?
is.
Where's the option screen on it? There's no options on it.
The cartridge watches you.
If you look in Star there,
Huh?
what bit there?
Looks rubbish to me.
Was that my friend hanging in a tree? Should I have gone up back there? Maybe? I wanna like run or something. This is probably just more weird exploration. Yeah. I mean, you are on the edge of the garden. I like how there's a face behind here. You can just barely discern it. And as you rotate you know, you have to know what your base direction is, because it never changes. You know, right is right on the map. You just have to know what direction you were traveling. It doesn't look like you can fall too much, and that should go under where it was going before, right? Oh, I almost fell off the edge of the earth, or the edge of the garden. Possibly, if that's even possible. If it's possibly possible. Well, that's the garden behind us, so it's like we're either on another limb of it but rotating separately, or we're on a separate I'm like looking for the part I'm missing. I think I came over here already though. Oh, but I saw something above me. I might, although that might be the point where I came in. And none of my normally functional buttons do anything to run and jump here. That's where I started. This is where I went up the first time. I wonder if there's a leap of faith over there or something, so to speak. Or maybe I have to go underneath. There's 3 more somewhere. I'm just missing the connection. I'm missing the connection. So if you're confused or tripping out, what you're watching is Uriel's Chasm. It's just been released on Steam and I think Green Man, probably a couple other platforms, or distribution methods for PC. This is a PC title. Made by Rail Slave Games, the makers of NPPD Rush, which is what we were playing earlier. And right now I'm digging it. The music is what you would want or expect. It's you're taking a wonderful journey into the deep ends of space, and you are just kind of... Did I find the other zone that I was looking for? It was an extra jump. And this is a religious story of sorts. I mean, not of sorts, I mean it, but not your standard, which is good, I mean. There's one more. I like just the image that you can see. It's just almost burned in there slightly. Oh, come on, that was a secret alcove. I slipped down there too. Man, I'm getting stealthy. Where's my... There it is. The first part of the game was the top down. Oh.
Through this flesh so numb. Sword of living water, carve a ladder to the stars above. I'm on my knees.
It's like they found this NES game or ZX Spectrum game and it's almost playing them.
But Jesus bottles
His tears, oh my tears. That's what that other guy was saying. Oh, press Z to exit the intro. No. This is that NPPD Rush song. But I mean, it's the guy's song. It just was featured in that game and I heard it there first. I like the song though. See, this is that Amiga demo scene that I was talking about, you know, we're living 90X here. This is a hard look to get. I mean, it looks unfinished to all these people, but it's hard to pull off. So I don't know what you guys are thinking. I'm enjoying it here, you know. You're watching G&D TV Special Friday edition. I'm playing Uriel's Chasm by Railslave Games. Check them out, man. They're making stuff that is different. This isn't indie anymore. We're underground. We're underground gaming. Now I'm just gonna highlight this segment and then just... This is all you need. Alright, I'm looking at some reviews coming in right now. Checking out chat. Tell your friends. There needs to be a multiplayer in this. You can go upon the experience together and collectively have to feed each other faith. Alright, let's try some more, shall we? Let's see what this game has to offer. Or does it flip around? Ah, we're back at the title. We'll do this again then. I'll play it again. I mean, this isn't something I want to necessarily only play once. It's like I just started getting a feel for it.
The same dream every night. I'm falling into a garden of paradise. I feel the very essence of my dreams being harvested from my body. Then I am comforted by the voice of my Lord. Verily, verily I say unto you, except a corn of wheat fall into the ground and die, it abideth alone. But if it die, it bringeth forth much fruit. My name is Sister Tabitha, and I have been sleeping for 8 years.
I just unlocked a Sister Tabitha card in Steam.
Outer fringes of the galaxy on a rescue mission. I'm here to investigate the disappearance of the great orbital monastery in Anna's Pole. Today, I woke up to a kiss of teeth.
Alright, we're back into deep space here to sit here getting owned by him right now. Garden is coming for me. But I was up on the Steam forums. It's like people are curious about the game. So if you're coming off of Steam, checking this out, welcome. This is Uriel's Chasm, and it's not the sort of game. Oh, let me turn that down. It's not the sort of game that you would normally expect. But if you're coming into this game expecting Mario, you're in the wrong place. It should have been intriguing enough to you to want that sort of experience that you can see here, just the way that the stars are being pulled either into a singularity or further past the rim, because you're on the edge of space here, and you're mining asteroids for 3 things. You're mining for laser power, which is at DMT, and fuel, and then you're also looking for these they say Bible fragments. I'm thinking more like weird artifacts. You know, you were sent out here as a rescue mission, but you end up getting caught into this sort of drawn into this thing, this entity. It's almost survived you, I guess, from being pulled across the rim, and you were woken up, and you have limited resources, so you're mining for resources, but at the same time you're finding these artifacts that are allowing you to, as a person, as a human, to believe in something greater, because this thing has pretty much shaken your beliefs. That's what I'm getting out of it. And at the same time, there's a story of the people who have found this game. who themselves are undergoing like a ring-like situation where the game's kind of taking control of them or something. You know, you never get the truth answer, which is part of the experience in this. Is you have to make something of the game. The game doesn't make it all for you and give you all the answers. You have to find the answer. You go seeking the answer the more you play the game. Once you've gotten the game down, it's not about necessarily the difficulty, it's how much better you can do it. Just like in PPD Rush, it's about when you come back to the game, how do you challenge the game? Although this game doesn't have a end score sort of thing yet. I say, because these developers are always working on titles, you know, and PPD Rush underwent a lot of changes. And I would like to see things get added, maybe epilogues or chapters to be added, maybe. Not necessarily epilogue, but more of a what does happen to you when you're taken into, it looked like the event horizon of Garden itself, which is this entity that lives in space. That was the big swirlingness. But while you're looking for the 7 trees, you are outside of Garden. Here you're kind of, you know, that's where you are when you land, when you make it through, but you're like charging into the gaping maw of it in the second stage. I'll get to the second stage here in a bit. When you pick up these faith, when you pick up the artifacts, you get an initial boost of faith, and then over time your faith grows, and it's fuel that's really, I'm finding, is the most rare commodity here when I'm mining. And now I've gotten all the faith. See, she shoots a canister, which I was saying before. And her exosuit has a red cross on it. She's like, you know, Space Joan of Arc. And the music is great. The music in both of these games puts it together. You understand with the music that it's supposed to look like this. This isn't necessarily for cheapness sake, although the developer is a person, is a guy. And it's hard when you're one person and you're developing all of that. So here we are in the second point, and what's nice about this game is that there is no game over. You go from start to finish, but the sections are difficult enough, but through a couple of replays you will get good enough. You learn, like I said, where the impact zones are. And that every entity has a single fire method. So once, well, this one shoots 6 times, but once it's unleashed, see, I'm always getting hit there by going too deep. That's what she said. Oh, I thought it was going to fly up off the screen. Keep them at bay. And then these guys are about lining up. I missed him, so now he's gonna come back with a different shot. Slickly evaded that one. I wonder if there are different endings based on the amount of restarts or the amount of times you go through it concurrently. I'm not certain about that yet. I'm just now getting into, got through it once, and as we get better at finding the trees, maybe we'll get, If anything, it was a nice payoff, because I mean, like, it felt like a nice little Amiga demo at the end with the song. That's always pleasant to hear. Ah, here's Old Man Giger. It's like this stage has a big Super Nintendo feel, both with the way that those things are shifting colors, and then the music has that brrr that I've heard in. It's very Contra 3, I would say, this stage. Oh yeah, we gotta go back out for exposition here.
Give me ears through this flesh so numb. Sword of living water, carve a ladder to the stars above. I'm on my knees in corrupted blood. Nephilim rise out of the mud and sing their fallen song. But Jesus bottles my tears. Beyond me is the garden you have dreamed. You will find your friends there, hanging in trees.
Okay, that was random. You just got up and walked out. I think she's crying now.
See, she's kind of like freaked out by it.
I went to church and my God was good. It doesn't make sense that you want everyone to die. This life is too precious. Like, he's really upset, guys.
It's like part Sega CD,
What's wrong with Ian? Huh?
part 90s Amiga demo, part Super Nintendo game.
Yeah.
Well, what's wrong?
Just,
It's rubbish.
it
Isn't
is.
it? Where's the options screen on it? There's no options on it.
What if you look into that bit?
Huh?
That bit there?
Looks rubbish to me.
Boom. Social media everywhere. So here's the point I was at, where it gets interesting to go looking for these things. Except a corn of wheat fall into the ground and die, it abideth alone. But if it die, it bringeth forth much fruit. And you can see the gaping maw back there, and here's the image I was saying, the shadow image. It takes a second for you to see it. You can see it in the rotation. And sometimes you're wondering what direction you were going. For as much then as the children are partakers of flesh and blood, he also himself likewise took part the same. I want to go. We went through the maw into wherever we are. And then, you know, it's interesting that the main characters in your game are just as confused as to how this thing is influencing them. God, I like that image, and then the stars, and the stars are no longer going into the event horizon. That's the thing, is that they were pulling before and they're not, which makes me think that you're inside or very near the event horizon, is that you're no longer seeing the pull because you've gone through that stage where you shot through the maw, and now you're on the inside of Garden, but inside the event horizon. And we gotta find one more. He should be easy. Should be over here, right? No. Oh, it's on the jumps down here. It's because I forgot mapping it in my head, and then I fell down here instead of doing this first. So it should be... Nope. I've lost track somewhere. Where did I lose track? I think I covered all this. It wasn't a falling point, so it just was one of the ones on the up. I should have covered the right side of this first. And it makes me feel I'm in space. You know, you would never necessarily discern this, but definitely other things would be rotating. You just spatially have to be prepared. You always should be prepared when you are playing a rail slave game. I don't think if there is a good ending or a different one, I'm gonna get it. This is my favorite part. I'm gonna jack the music up.
Dig me ears through this flesh so numb. Sword of living water, carve a ladder to the stars above. I'm on my knees in corrupted blood. Nephilim rise out of the mud and sing their fallen song. But Jesus bottles
See
my tears.
whatever it is that is the chasm has like gotten into him. He wasn't even playing the game to start, but then all of a sudden he's in the middle of the night and it's taken him over or something. And then here we are seeing it, but then this must be on the inside of wherever we are. If you haven't heard this song, you didn't play enough in PPD Rush. And if you haven't played it, you should go play it. I mean, it's about getting through, you know, because you're an entity in that city, getting through the world, investigating the world, getting to the end, and then finally when you do and you feel so satisfied getting there, then you realize you have to do it faster. And I'm gonna keep trying to do this faster to see if there is anything, but this is worth the playthrough. You know, it's a playthrough. You just have to play it more and more, I guess. If you're watching this is the Zor's Show Special Edition, I'm Zor. You're watching Geeks and Dorks Television, and we're playing Uriel's Chasm, which had just come out for PC today. It's by Rail Slave Games. Check them out on Steam. Check them out on Facebook, Twitter, you know, all the standard. And us. Check us out too. But we're going to go ahead and play through it one more time here. So here's the star scroll when it starts. This is like when you're traveling, you're still asleep, or you as the character in this game that the players, which are also characters, find. It will become more apparent when I restart it. It's like a Sega CD game. It's like a ZX Spectrum or an Amiga game mixed with a Sega CD game, all in an experience. So take another look. Turn the audio up here.
The same dream every night.
And this reminds me of like Flashback
Falling
or Another World / Out of This World.
paradise. I feel the very essence of my dreams being harvested from my body.
See, the thing is feeding on her dreams.
Comforted by the voice of my Lord. Verily, verily I say unto you, except a corn of wheat fall to the ground and die, it abideth alone. But if it die, it bringeth forth much fruit.
The real subtle music.
My name is Sister Tabitha, and I have been sleeping for 8 years. I have been sent to the outer fringes of the galaxy on a rescue mission.
But what are you rescuing?
I'm here to investigate the disappearance of the great orbital monastery in us whole.
You end up having to rescue yourself.
Today, I woke up to a kiss of tea.
Like the monastery has been like completely, it's unrecognizable now almost. So now we're in space. This is first level. It plays like, you know, any of your top-down games, except that your fuel is limited. You have to build your faith to be more than the garden entity itself, so that then you're able to engage it. And it comes by every so often, and so faith acts like health, but fuel is a limited resource, and DMT is attached to this gun that lets you, because you're mining asteroids for resources, while you find, they say Bible fragments, I'm saying artifacts that build your faith. Like there. And you get, turn it down a little bit here. I like the doo-doo, boop, the heartbeat, because it's like this thing is now conscious, or it was conscious when it merged with the monastery or something. And so we're on the galactic rim, and we pull in these things, and they give you a bonus, a power up, and then it builds over time too, so you can kind of sit here and save some fuel. If you kill these things, they give you fuel if you catch there. Now we're up to 800, see, so we don't even have to worry about too much fuel now. That was a good boost as we go try to find fragments, galactic artifacts. And those things are the third power up, which gives us weapon power. There went another one, but I don't really need much more. And there's garden rotating. Garden is out there. You don't instantly die when you go through there. He damages your faith, and it goes down. So you don't necessarily have to be afraid of them, especially if you have enough faith. And your faith ticks up over time as you pick these things up. Eventually it stops, so that's why you have to pick up another one to keep it going. But see, woo, took a good 100. It's gonna take another 30. That's right. Once I start finding these fragments, it will start going up faster. There's one. There's two. 3. And the circle in the middle is our radar, which works to a point. You know, it's only so accurate. I've caught it tracking objects that have, because if the objects hit the edge of the play field, which is this red area up here, then or on all 4 sides, then that object is destroyed. Unless it loops, I don't know. I think it's destroyed though. But it's nice just to stand out here and take in the, like I said, here's where everything is pulling either out past the galactic rim or into an event horizon. Or just being distorted in general by an even stronger force or entity. There's the edge of the field. I like how the music stops and goes back to the heartbeat. Lost half my fuel. Usually I'm done by now, but usually I'm also sitting in place, waiting for this stuff to come to me, so I'm not burning through all that fuel. Got a lot of weapon power today. That's the last bit of faith we're going to need, and then challenge Garden, because now it will build. I think it's time for more audio.
I can see a way through into the garden. I'll have to hitch a ride on this canister along the spine of the chasm. Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ.
The way that this prayer happens, because she's planning her excursion now to put herself in there and bringing all of that faith upon herself so that she can challenge Garden, or at least survive the horrors as she goes through it. This little prayer reminds me of like in the Animatrix, when they're given the history and it's the machine is giving the prayer.
Have redemption through his blood.
Nothing. It's like an insta-death if you take all the, you can take, like in NPPD Rush, there's almost no recoil, both for you and enemies, to being hit. So you can use that. It's at your disadvantage because you can take a lot of hits really quick, but it's also at your advantage because you can use that to just kind of blaze through somewhere. I was using NPPD Rush. You just take the damage and move on. Sometimes it's easier than trying to take no damage. Walking Opa, man. Cracks me up. I'm like, what are you doing here? Everything else is like the things that are spires that are... Oh, I was doing terrible there. It's like spires living on the edge of the... I mean, because we're going through the gaping maw right now, and those things like live inside it, so it's like organic, but not only is it seemingly an organism, because that head seems to be a part of this when you get to the boss, but those things themselves are like entities that are grown on here. Woo! Walking Opas. I'm gonna get hit. Whoa, I didn't. Now here come those laser guys again, I bet. Is this where they do it? Oh, I got hit. I got hit twice. I was hoping if I did a flawless, like maybe something would change. Oh, I ran into the ground. One hit away from the abyss. Ooh, and I was in a safe zone when that happened too.
Give me ears through this flesh so numb. Sword of living water, carve a ladder to the stars above. I'm on my knees in corrupted.
See, this is the thing that
Nephilim rise out of the mud and sing their fallen
must have been merged with that
but
the monastery,
Jesus bottles my tears.
and it gets into his head later on.
Beyond me
And I
is the garden
through this cartridge or whatever that they have found,
winds there.
hanging in trees. The garden is there.
Okay, that was random. You just got up and walked out. I think she's crying out.
See, and here's where he gets involved with the cartridge. Should restart the game
Yeah, I
and,
don't know who
and
made this game, but they upset my friend. I went to church and my God was good. It doesn't make sense that you want everyone to die. This life is too precious. He was really upset, guys.
replay the intro. It's kind of, I wish in NPPD Rush the intro would cycle.
Yeah.
Well, what's wrong?
Just-
It's rubbish.
It is.
Where's the options screen? There's no options on it.
No option.
Stop it.
He calls it rubbish too.
Looks rubbish to me.
Go tree hunting. See, and at this point, the stars have stopped moving. So I think we're past that event. Like the event horizon of this thing, and we're now sucked into oblivion, where we end up being even after we... Because in theory, we're finding people, trying to save them, save their souls, or... But, and you can see that shadow of the image here. I have to point it out every time. But it's almost like they're dead already. Are there 3 on the top side? I don't remember anymore. Well, it's not over there, so yeah, it would have to be. Here's where we start, or we just passed that, and now we're... That was 4. I think I missed one. I have to go hunting for him. two. I know there's one on the drop. There might be one visible and invisible. There might be one more on the way. Yeah, up here. Verily, verily, I say unto you, except a corn of wheat fall into the ground and die, it abideth alone. But if it die, see, it's telling you, if these things die, they're worth more. So just let them die. Death is swallowed in victory, O death. Where is thy sting, O grave? Where is thy victory?
Pierce through this flesh so numb. Sword of living water, carve a ladder to the stars above. I'm on my knees.
So maybe this
corrupted
entity
blood.
tricked her,
And rise out of the mud and sing their fallen song.
but then it was found, and then it's taken him over. So you don't know. You just don't know. My tears. Best part. I just watched this for hours. So this is Uriel's Chasm on Zor. You're watching Geeks and Dorks. If you're liking what you see, check us out at Geeks and Dorks on Twitter, Facebook, here on Twitch TV. Click that follow button, helps us out. And what are we looking at? We got another. No, that's yeah. We got two Sister Tabithas. So I got a Sister Tabitha to trade at Steam cards, and I got an Enoch's Fate. He guards the way to the trees of life, but the trees of life are almost the trees of death. Huh. But yeah, check out the community on Steam, you know, on the forums. Check out the MPPD Rush ones. Some high scores up on MPPD Rush. You know, jump in chat here, chat. I got another show to go do here in a little bit from a friend's house. We'll be broadcasting hopefully some arcade gaming. We're gonna get this arcade machine to work. But I think I'm gonna be playing this one more time here. Just it's one of those games you play and then you sit around for a while and it starts to come back to you, I think, and then you start to think about it some more. What does it really mean, you know? You're trying to infer a meaning. It's a game to be replayed and revisited, to make your own decisions. And it's got a jamming soundtrack. Tomorrow morning at starting at 9 a.m. Central is Retro Saturdays, which is our next show. You can see it in the scroll. And we do that every Saturday. We'll be challenging some NES games. While I'm doing such and running my runs, I'm sure I'll be thinking about this game. I love how that ends. I mean, if you're really on the fence about this game, I would say go ahead and pick it up. Like, it may not be something you play for hours on end every day, but you'll put a couple of times in it. You know, you'll actually sit there and I like games where you wonder what you have played. I know when David Gomez was down here doing, not here, but at the Game Preserve here in Houston, was doing his high score run, people were jumping onto the Robotron stream and going, what the hell am I watching? And it's a good thing when people ask that. What am I watching? Not everything needs to just be cut and dry and you understand the game. You know, there's games I see a video, I know exactly how it plays. And fighting games are that way. Like, I'll see a fighting game and I know exactly the button commands. Know exactly what's going on. This, you don't. You know a little. But we'll go ahead and jump back into it, run it one more time, and then, like I said, we've got hopefully another show to do once. I'll know in a couple hours, but follow us on Twitter. Tell you when we're going live for any other shows. But our next scheduled show is 9 a.m. Central tomorrow, or any of our shows that you miss you can find on our replay on a past broadcast on Twitch. And we'll have more videos up on YouTube in the next couple of weeks. You know, all of our shows will get put out there. It's just the way that the YouTube uploading thing has, it's just been killing me, you know. It's like 4 hours to verify a 2-hour video. The video itself shouldn't take 2 hours to upload, but it does. It's like it's in real time or something, like, you know, minute per minute. The file size is nowhere near that, you know. So anyway, one more trip. Let's take one more trip.
I'm falling into the garden of paradise. I feel the very essence of my dreams being harvested from my body. Then I am comforted.
See, that's the thing. Are you even there, or is this just you dying?
Verily, verily I say unto you, except a corn of wheat fall to the ground and die, it abideth alone. But if it die, it bringeth forth much fruit. My name is Sister Tabitha, and I have been sleeping for 8 years. I have been sent to the outer fringes of the galaxy on a rescue mission. I'm here to investigate the disappearance of the great orbital monastery, Enoch's Hope. Today, I woke up to a kiss of teeth.
Now you got the heartbeat. I would like to do more of this, more investigating around. Like, that was the really cool part about, there's a Dreamcast game called Armada, and it was like Star Control meets Star Control's Melee. It was, you wandered around the galaxy, you found different planets, and there were different races. Is that my fuel going flying? Yes, it is. Ah, apparently when the fuel goes flying, it does a lot of damage to your faith. When you run into those flame bits. I'm just sitting inside the maw. That's where all the asteroids are coming from. I really need some faith right about now. I got my fuel at the cost of everything. Everything! There's some more fuel. Ugh, except I tapped one of those. Alright, let's stop doing that. Fuel and faith, exactly what I needed. Now we just need to build some more. Do doom doom. Do doom doom. Doom, doom. I like the really clear, the music, how it's turned into like almost you could hear cathedral bells, or not cathedral bells, but like a bell choir, and it's almost like voices, and then the heartbeat starts again, because the heartbeat is garden here, this entity that is been created or merged with the monastery. So it's like almost voices are echoing that are part of the monastery, like remnants of, you know, like energy echoes and shit like that. Stuff you'd only hear in deep space. Here we go. If I just sat here, I would probably gain enough to have the faith to take the plunge. Woo! And that will kick it over the top. It's just a matter of time. It's like I sing that with both of the Rail Slave games. I sing that in MPPD Rush because that really is a matter of time. This one's just an inevitability that I've bolstered my faith higher than that of Gardens, so it no longer frightens me. Here we go.
Chasm. Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, who hath blessed us with all spiritual blessings in heavenly places in Christ, having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Jesus Christ to himself, to the praise of the glory of his grace, wherein he hath made us accepted in the beloved, whom we have redemption through his blood.
You just get it annihilated here if you're not ready for it. It just kind of comes with a vengeance. It's like insta-death. I'd like a little ready screen there or something, and you go ready and then you fly in. It's couple of things. You know, I would like some high scores, like or time or something like that. Or the better you do, the closer you get to different endings, so that you can start to make more sense of it. You know, and the ability to watch the intro loop over again. I bet you if I hit escape, the game will go straight back out again. But the game just came out, and the developer does work on improving the experience, just like within PPT Rush that underwent some changes. So we'll see in the months to come. For now, I'm liking it. You know, it's different, and different is good. Underground is good. It breaks the norm. It makes you rethink what the hell, you know. It's not just, I'm here to make it to the end of the level. It makes you put brain power into it. It makes you go, what did I just play? And what's funny is a game like this will take flack for it, whereas, you know, Binding of Isaac or something is applauded for it. Other games are applauded for it for being so avant-garde, but if you're not ready for it, you come across this and you think it's trash. Or not me. I mean.
And sing their fallen song. But Jesus bottles my tears. Beyond me is the garden you have dreamed. You will find your friends there, hanging in trees.
Okay, that was random. You just got up and walked out. I think she's crying. Hang on.
It's hard to hear what she's saying.
Okay, I don't know who made this game, but they upset my friend. I went to church and my God was good. It doesn't make sense that you want everyone to die. This life is too precious. Like, he's really upset, guys.
But I mean, that's the thing, is even the players of the game are confused.
Well, that?
Yeah.
Well, what's wrong?
Just
Looks rubbish, doesn't it?
it is.
Where's
But
the
then
option screen on it?
it looks like something dark happens.
There's no options on it.
What if you look and start it?
Huh?
Oh, a bit there.
Looks rubbish to me.
We'll go up first and collect the up, and then we come down anyway. Through the death, he might destroy him with the power of death. So it's almost like everybody is okay to be dying to try to fight this thing that has taken over, but at the same time it ends up winning almost. Oh, I think I missed it. Nope. Okay. There's nothing over there. There should be 2 coming up over here. Somewhere I missed what is probably the easiest one to get. But you can't see it here. I didn't point it out in the last run. I pointed it out before, but she had that red cross on her chest. That's real cool. She's a space Joan of Arc.
Give me ears through this flesh so numb. Sword of living water, carve a ladder to the stars above. I'm on my knees in corrupted blood. Nephilim rise out of the mud and sing their fallen song. But Jesus bottles my tears.
Sing the Fallen song. This is the Fallen song. And here we are. My favorite part. But yeah, this is Uriel's Chasm. Just came out. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna let this roll. Been playing this for about an hour and 40 minutes. Played through it about 4 times. Still don't necessarily know. You know, like I said, it has to sink in. But hopefully we'll be back later tonight with another show. This was the first look at Uriel's Chasm. This is Zor Show, Friday Special Edition. And our next show's tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central. We're doing Retro Saturdays. We'll be challenging our scores on the NES games. I think we've locked down our season on those 6, which is Kung Fu, Castlevania, Contra, Trojan, Galaga, and Double Dragon. And then we'll just be playing whatever for the rest of the show. Find us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, all at GeeksAndDorks. Twitch here. Click that follow button, please. All of our shows are on the past broadcast tab. We'll have more on YouTube coming up. But yeah, keep it tuned. This is Zor. This is the end of Uriel's Chasm, and see you next time. Oh yeah, and check this game out on Steam and NPPD Rush, and get on the forums there. Peace out.
Stop!